A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. Ignorance more frequently begets confidence than does knowledge. Man tends to increase at a greater rate than his means of subsistence. The love for all living creatures is the most noble attribute of man. A scientific man ought to have no wishes, no affections, a mere heart of stone. Intelligence is based on how efficient a species became at doing the things they need to survive. The highest possible stage in moral culture is when we recognize that we ought to control our thoughts. This preservation of favorable variations and the rejection of injurious variations, I call natural selection or the survival of the fittest. One general law, leading to the advancement of all organic beings, namely, multiply, vary, let the strongest live and weakest die. If the misery of our poor be caused not by the laws of nature, but by our institutions, great is our sin. I cannot persuade myself that a beneficent and omnipotent God would have designedly created parasitic wasps with the express intention of their feeding within the living bodies of caterpillars. To kill an error is as good a service as, and sometimes even better than, the establishing of a new truth or fact. A moral being is one who is capable of reflecting on his past actions and their motives, of approving of some and disapproving of others. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is the most adaptable to change. Besides love and sympathy, animals exhibit other qualities connected with the social instincts which in us would be called moral. Man selects only for his own good, nature only for that of the being which she tends. We stopped looking for monsters under our bed when we realized that they were inside us. False facts are highly injurious to the progress of science, for they often endure long, but false views, if supported by some evidence, do little harm, for everyone takes a salutary pleasure in proving their falseness. How paramount the future is to the present when one is surrounded by children. Besides love and sympathy, animals exhibit other qualities connected with the social instincts which in us would be called moral.